Hi everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. So it's the start of a new week and we actually have a sale that we're about just to pack up just now. So I thought it'd be a good time to start a new video just now. So if you're new here, my name is Gemma and me and my fiance James run a reselling business. We resell luxury and vintage items online. So yeah, so we've actually started off the week with a new sale for today, which is great. So if you've watched our previous videos, I've mentioned before about relisting items. So this is actually one that I just relisted yesterday and it's already sold, so great. So I'll just flip you around and let you see what it is that we are packing up. So this is the piece that we've just sold just now, a nice little vintage Chanel wallet, black leather with a little metal logo there, opens out, oops, like this. Loads of little card slots and coin section and everything, so really classic, goes with everything. So I'm just going to get that packed up just now. So I think I mentioned before that with every package that we send off, we try and remember to put in, I'll just grab it just now, one of our business cards. So this is one of our business cards here. It's got all our information on the back, like our website, email address, Instagram and everything like that. And it's just so that when we're selling on platforms such as Vinted and Depop, you're not really meant to send people off that platform elsewhere. But obviously if they purchase from you, you can put in your details if you do have like a Shopify store or somewhere else that you want to send them off. Obviously you could put that in with a parcel, and it just means that it kind of helps with return customers, or if they want to kind of go and check out your website and things like that. Another thing that we managed to get printed off as well is some stickers. So we have these little stickers here with our logo on it. So we do put these inside our packages or obviously on the outside, and again it's another little bit of branding just to try and set our packages apart from just like normal parcel bags. So I'm pretty sure the company that we got these from was called Instant Print, and yeah, they were really good, really like the quality of them, and they were quite affordable as well. So I definitely recommend using them if you're looking to print off stickers and business cards and things like that. Just ignore our cat in the background, she's busy scraping away. But yeah, and our buzzer for our door. Very noisy just now. So yeah, I'm just about to go and pack up that order. Hi again, so it's a couple of days, no it's not a couple of days later, it's the next day since we last caught up. So we are just about to package up a couple of orders that we got last night, so a couple more orders, so our week's going really well. So I'll just quickly show you what those are just now before we package them up. And I think I mentioned at the end of the last video and the beginning of this one that we'd sent off a Louis Vuitton Keppel bag to the Vinted like authentication hub. So that's been passed, so that's great. So now it's been sent on to our customer, so that's great. So I was just updating on our the Vinted verification, no, Vinted, what's it called? Authentication.
Verification, hub. Authentication.
Yeah, authentication. So yeah, so really happy that that's been sent on, no issues at all. So the buyer should get it in a couple of days, and yeah, just about to package up our two orders just now. So this is the first piece that we sold. So it's a brand called Louis Garcia, which I've never actually heard of before, but it's a vintage leather wallet with this kind of pattern on the outside. Really good condition, really nice piece. And then this is the other piece that we sold. So it's a vintage Coach wallet. So it's actually canvas on mainly on the outside with a leather detail, leather strap, and it's actually leather inside as well. So just about to get those all packaged up and sent off. Hi again. So I think we're on the next day since we last caught up with you. Sold another item. So I think last time we caught up we were just dropping off some packages that for some things that we sold yesterday. So we actually sold something just before I went out to post them. So I thought, right, because it was quite late at night, so I thought I'll just package it up today. So I'll just go and grab that. It's actually one of our Chanel, vintage Chanel wallets. So yeah, really happy. So I think this has actually probably been the most sales that we've made in a week. So in my previous video, I sort of talked about how we were experiencing a little bit of a slowdown, sort of like the end of November, beginning of December, and initially I was a little bit surprised, but after doing a little bit of research, that's actually quite normal. It's almost like the calm before the storm of everyone buying Christmas presents and things. So yeah, this has definitely been our highest sales week like so far since we've opened our store. So and it's the middle of December, so hoping that continues. Definitely be looking at relisting some new, or some not new items, but relisting some items that have been sitting for a little while, just to give them a little bit of a boost like over the end of this week and this weekend, and hopefully get a few more sales. So yeah, I'll just go and grab that wallet just now and just let you see what it is that we've sold. So this is the wallet that we sold, a really nice vintage Chanel one, black leather. Don't know if you could see that kind of CC logo stitched on the front, stud fastening. And then what I love about this one inside, I don't know if you could see it, that's in the way, is I love how it's got Chanel kind of written on the little clasp there, and it's all gold hardware and things, lots of card slots. So yeah, a really nice piece. So just about to get that packaged off just now. Hi everyone, so it's a couple of days later since we last caught up, so pretty sure the last clip that I showed was us dropping off another item that we sold. I think I mentioned earlier this is probably the most sales that we've had in a week, which has been fantastic, obviously, for the run up to Christmas and things. So haven't had any more sales since then. It is actually the weekend now, it's Saturday. So I think what I'm going to do, just to see if I can try and squeeze out a few more sales before things start to then slow down again as it gets closer to Christmas, is I am going to go on and relist a few things on Vinted and everything like that, just to kind of give them a little bit of a boost over the weekend. So I did relist a Chanel, I think it's our last Chanel wallet. So we had like 3 Chanel wallets. We've managed to sell 2 of them. And so the last one, which is actually the most expensive one, just relisted that yesterday. So again, had lots of favourites and things, a couple of offers, but a couple of quite cheeky offers, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, so yes, I think I've mentioned this before with Vinted and things, not so much on Depop, it's always usually Vinted that we notice that some people can be very, very cheeky. Like we listed this particular wallet. Now, being completely honest, from our supplier that we got it from, we paid over £100 for it. I think we paid like 130 something for it. So we paid quite a lot of money, and somebody offered up. Now it's listed at over 200 at the moment. Yeah, it's listed at over 200 at the moment. Because with our research, that's what it's worth. And we've actually been offered, somebody tried to offer us like, I think around about £100, and it's listed at 230. So obviously, just as a little like kind of, if you are buying things on Vinted, and if you're selling things, you know, be prepared for people that do really chance it. And I get it, like, you know what I mean, you don't get if you don't ask. However, there's asking, and then there's being quite actually disrespectful. And I think, you know, asking for more than 50% off is just like, I don't even entertain those offers. We just ignore those usually, or just reject them, decline them, whatever, and don't even send a counter offer, because sometimes it's just those kind of people I don't even want to risk selling it to, because usually those people are the ones, we've always kind of found that usually the ones that want the biggest discounts are the ones that are going to have problems with it when they get it sent. So that's something that we have noticed with selling things, is that the people that kind of know the worth of what they're buying, like they'll maybe do a slight offer, or if they get offered an offer from us, they're like super, you know, happy about it, and they're willing to pay the price that it's worth, because we don't overcharge. Like we have been doing a lot of work on that to make sure that the prices that we're actually putting up are fair and are not only reasonable, but that we're not like being ridiculous. And I feel like the people that know the worth of things, they're the people that are super happy, usually really happy with the quality and everything like that. It's always the people that want the biggest discounts and that are sometimes a little bit difficult as well when it comes to delivering things, or you know, they'll kind of want it delivered right away and they'll be quite demanding. Those are the people that usually might end up having a bit of a problem. Touch wood, we've never actually really, we've only had that maybe a couple of times, and actually we ended up just being quite upfront with them and being like, nope, sorry, that's not okay. And so just something to be aware of when you are selling on Vinted. And it is usually Vinted. It's never eBay, it's never Depop, never our website. We've always had, again, touch wood, very good experiences with those customers. It's always like Vinted that seem to have the crazy ones. So I mentioned before that our Louis Vuitton bag that we sold passed the Vinted authentication thing, so that was great. Our customer's really happy with it, left us a good review, so yeah, definitely can rate that. That was fab. We've actually had, I didn't realise that when we sent it off, but the last Chanel wallet that was sold, oh, we've got Chester joining me here. The last Chanel wallet we sold was also sent off to the authentication hub, or I think it's called. So I'll let you know how that works as well. That'll probably be in the next vlog though, because I think I don't know if it's arrived there yet, but it's on its way. So fingers crossed that the customer gets it before Christmas, because it was showing up as the date is like arriving to the customer only a couple of days before Christmas. I think James said that happened with the Louis bag as well, but obviously the customer got it way before they actually sort of estimated it. So I'm really hoping that they'll get it in plenty of time, obviously for Christmas. So I think what we'll do for the rest of today and this weekend is relist a few things, as I mentioned, to try and just get a few things kind of boosted up the algorithm and Vinted and things like that over this weekend. I feel like this is kind of the last big shopping weekend before, well, not before Christmas, because next week is the week before Christmas, but I feel like things might start to slow down a little bit, because obviously there's no guarantee that things are going to get delivered in time. So obviously we'll share what happens with that in our next vlog, and I'll also share how our Chanel wallet, what happens there as well. I'm not worried about that one being authenticated, because it's got all the tags, the labels, the zip, everything that you would expect it to have. So I'm saying that, I don't want to jinx it, but I'm not worried about that passing it or anything like that, because we know that's real and it's got all the things you would expect it to have. So yeah, so I really hope our customer's happy with that as well. And yeah, so I think I'll go ahead and finish off this week's video. So if you found it useful or interesting, make sure and subscribe, and make sure and turn on the notification bell as well, so you don't miss any future videos. And we'll see you in our next one. Bye!